The x and y axis have opposite parts of positive and negative numbers, like the inverse numbers we learned about in the first term. So the coordinate plane consists of 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, the first quadrant, the second quadrant, the third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. We are moving like anti-clockwise. The exchange of negative and positive numbers in the order pairs affect the location of the points in the quadrant. For example, the point, for example, -1 and 1. It's exactly where? -1. So we're going to move to the left, exactly from the origin. So here is -1 and 1. So we're going to go up 1. So it's exactly here. It's in which quadrant? Exactly the second quadrant. While a point with both, for example, let's say -2 and -2. Both of them are negative. It's in which quadrant? Let's see. -2, it's here, moving to the left from the origin. And -2, so we're going to go up or down? Perfect, we're going to go down. So here, it will be the point. So it's -2 and -2. So this is in the third quadrant. And the differences between the dinosaur bone example and the excavation interactive is that in the dinosaur bone, the points are fixed already. Everything is fixed here. Unlike the excavation activity, we chose the order pair to dig, as we saw together. As my students were observing the dinosaur bone example, they noticed a point located on the x-axis. Where is it? Exactly, it's here. This, located on the x-axis, which is -1 and 0. -1 and 0. This confirmed what we learned previously. Points on the x-axis have a y-coordinate of 0. 0. We didn't move on the y-axis. So, and vice versa, of course, for points on the y-axis, if it exists on the y-axis, have an x-coordinate of, perfect, 0. And the origin point at the order, where the origin, it's 0, 0. We discussed all of these information in the first lesson. It's the same as the activity entitled Match Them Up, which made us think about dividing the coordinate plane with the horizontal line and the vertical line. Horizontal line, which is x-axis, and vertical line, which is y-axis. Each part is called, from here, it's called quadrant. And we were asked to choose from the sentences that's written here to describe the coordinates. For example, when describing the first quadrant, we naturally thought about the order pair, right? So let's see the first quadrant. The first quadrant, it seems like this part, the x-axis is perfect, positive, right? Let's see the y. The y also, it's positive, right? So here it's positive, positive. So we can say that positive, positive, it's letter G, which is the first quadrant. Okay? So let's see H. Let's see H. It's the second quadrant. The second quadrant, we consider the order pair what? Let's see together. The second quadrant, the x is what? Exactly negative. So the x is negative. And what about the y? The y is positive, right? So we can consider it. Which one? Negative, positive, so this one. It will be letter H, which is the second quadrant.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.